How's it going, everybody? How's everybody doing? Good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you are. 337 Lee, good to see you. Bel Air, good to see you as well. Norwich, hello, JB and chat. Barkman, I can do this. And everybody on YouTube, good to see everyone. So you guys are not gonna believe this. We actually won incursions. I woke up this morning. I'm like, this cannot be. No, what? Like, I actually got the rewards? We had like a 15 loss streak or something. That was insane. Hey, Voltron, good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, not that the rewards are that amazing, but just the idea that we won incursions? I can't believe it. So, yeah, I mean, wow. People actually shielded this time. And it was pretty close, too. I mean, I'll show you the score. It was, and really, I think there was a small alliance that found like a gold mine in the middle of the night. But look, I mean, it was pretty close. Thank you. Yeah, how did your guys' incursions go? Did you guys win, lose? Did you care? Did you guys... Were you one of the ones that got raided? Sus on YouTube. Hi, good to see you too. Oh, Spock. Yeah, I know, Spock. We won. What the hell? Tavi Mosa. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, wow. Look at that. I mean, we actually going to enjoy the 350% research speed this week. Unbelievable. Yeah, kudos to all of those who actually played. I just make sure that I'm not part of the problem. So I just shield up and do PvE stuff. So nobody gets any points out of me, but damn, good job. That's, wow, I didn't expect that at all. At all. Whew. Voltron, lost to tip server again, but it was closer than last time. Still trying to figure out who lost it. Wouldn't it be nice? I mean, I know we have like a website that shows stats. And I don't know if that's something that is going to be taken well by the community. But if on this website somewhere in incursions, you can actually see the offenders who actually bled resources. Yeah, I think we will have somebody to blame, but I don't know how people are gonna take that. Davimosa, we won as well on server 20 versus server 26. 2 wins in a row against them, which is odd for server 20. Yeah, it's like the outlier, but hey, a win's a win. We'll take it. Bel Air, where is it? Where is this? This is you have a few competitor ones. You have STFC.WTF. You have STFC.live. This is this one, and you can actually look. If you click on your match, it actually shows you, you know, what time of day and what happened. So you can see, I mean, we're the brown-orange line. That's somewhere around 1:30 a.m. or so. That's when we started just jumping up. Yeah, this period right here is when they found a gold mine that basically changed everything. I don't think it shows the people. No, it doesn't show the people, but I think it will be nice if it will show the people. Sus says, I granted 140 million Klingon rep during incursions. Hey, you used it for the right reasons. I mean, I did a lot of Solomatas. That's what I used it for. I drained most of my G6 rare and... all of the rare and epic Solomatas and some uncommon. Breaker, I don't think it shows the people. Yeah, no, we talked about it. It doesn't show the people. It shows the graph. Hey, Tin Man Trek, good to see you. I believe your first time chatter. Yes, you are. Welcome in. 706 won against 705, and they got 60 Ascension. Nice. Now you can actually go in there. Well done. Well done. Enjoy G6. Those of you who actually go into G6. Breaker, and the people's rank. Yeah, you can't really see... Well, the rank you can see by just looking at the SLBs. You can see who rated the most. So we can get that data if we need that. But I wish we could see actually who was the offender. Like, who was the whale here that we rated? Just out of curiosity. Tommy Mosa, our match was close. 26 found 2 fatties about at 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's enough. Like, one gold mine, 1 or 2 can really throw the game. If one big whale or a high-level person, I mean, I'm not considered a whale, but I'm 67. If people rated me, they will get a lot. Let me show you. Yeah, they're going to get a lot out of me. So I can throw the whole match if I did. Belair, we lost again because some douches don't shield. Yeah, that's it. That's why I kind of gave up, because just to get people into the understanding, hey, don't play, don't participate, just at least shield up. Don't throw it for everybody else that actually putting in effort. Like, we have a lot of PvP lovers on my alliance and ICE and other alliances and Sind, that they actually put in the effort. They actually play. They put in like 10 hours of PvP. Why ruining it for them? So I just shield up and go into my corner and do my PvE stuff, but at least I'm not part of the problem. But if we're actually gonna be doing this well going forward, I may actually play again, because there's a point for me to putting in the time. Tin says 3 trophies. An odd day? I don't know what you're trying to say, but yeah, 3 trophies, you can convert them, or you can actually buy one of those cosmetics. Yeah, it's been months, no joke, like 6 months at least since I've seen a trophy on my account. So that's another 140 million, and I can start buying core and RBPs. Nice. That's great progress. Nuts Chocolate, good to see you on YouTube. I have looked, but I haven't found any changes. Will you help me find it? Are we talking about STFC.live? So just go to STFC.live. And there you go. I just click on incursions and start playing around with it there. Wait a second. I lost the chat. There's the chat. Oh, away teams. Oh, we're talking about away teams, not chocolate. Sorry, I jumped the gun here. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. I mean, it looks pretty good, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Tavi Mosa, are we sure knowing the offender is a good thing? In the past, the persecution of the player is very brutal. Right. But how can you learn if you don't know where you made the mistake? If the server had a weak link, I'm not saying, yeah, some people are going to shame them and they're going to be trolls and whatever. But if people know that they're actually seen, they actually were watching, do you think they'll think twice before they just go AFK without shielding? Or do you think they'll shield better? So I think as a whole, it's going to be a good thing. Demon Chris says 106 versus 105 wasn't even close. 568 trillion to 2.118 quad. Yeah. That's usually our story, server 30. That's usually how it works here. Breaker, I'm surprised we had 36% participation on our server. I thought it would be lower on server 70. Oh, you're on, that's right, you're on Tarpy's. Tarpy server. Yeah, I don't know what our participation was. I'm actually curious now. 36 participation on mine. And 37. Oh, no, sorry. 37.7 on mine. Tin Mantra, great day. Tavimosa, good day probably. Yeah, I mean, 37 participation is a good amount. It's not more than half, but it's still a good amount considering. Breaker, I always get the top 10 rating trophy, so I'm happy for my 593 Lorcast skill points. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to buy with mine. Maybe I'm just going to hoard it for a bit. Because all the changes are coming up, I just want to have the flexibility because I don't need anything desperately right now. I already have Lorca and whatever. I'm playing more strategic now. Although we learned recently that hoarding may not be a good thing because they can destroy some stuff like they did with DTI. Shwai Zelda, good to see you on YouTube. Did you get the Prime for an extra away team assignment slot? I don't think it's available yet, but I mean, just hearing you saying Prime, I'm free to play. Primes don't exist for me. I mean, off the bat, they're like gated. Yeah, I don't think that's available yet. We need to wait for patch day. Arcfall day. Which I'll talk about in a second. Yeah, changing the away teams. Oh, no, you're wrong. Tarpy is on our server. Belair. Well, I thought she's on server 70. So when I saw server 70, Belair, I thought Yeah, Breaker said server 70. Anyway, so she's not on server 70. Okay, so as far as away teams, I'm excited that they're finally updating it. It's gonna be really impressive because, you know, away teams were outdated for so long. Other than a little bit of Latinum and faction credits and speed ups, whatever, I didn't really have any use for anything there. Away teams primes are sourceable through one of the special ship refineries, I think, but I'm not sure. So yes, again, the announcement, the blog seemed promising. I think there are a lot of positive things coming up, not to mention a 7th dock for the free-to-play. I need to build another Selkie, like ASAP. I'm gonna have 7 miners now. But the only question is, like everything else, where are they gonna place the paywall? Where's the paywall gonna be? The paywall is gonna be landing somewhere. The question is, where is it gonna be? So, and also, what are they going to break? Something can probably break. They very rarely a patch Tuesday comes out so smoothly that there are no issues. So depends on the impact of the break, what's gonna break, for how long, and where's the paywall gonna be, and is this feature actually gonna be enjoyable, and how much grind is gonna be in there. So a lot of unknowns, but on paper, in theory, it looks pretty good. Brigger says he's saying it isn't Tarpy server, but ours. She owns the server, doesn't she? Okay, so both of you, Bel Air, Breaker, and Tarpy on server 70. So I did get it right. Why are you confusing me? Says you can get the particles for the away teams prime in Mirror Refinery. Okay, so yeah. Again, I'm gonna judge it myself when it comes out. But I like it. I mean, in theory, I really like it. Andreas, good to see you. Khan as fleet commander will probably totally OP. I'm saving my incursions currency also. Who knows if they will add his skill points there? Yes. That's the thing. We don't know what's going to be the source for whatever is behind the paywall. Or whatever is the slow drip. So I'm keeping all the options open right now. I have no idea what's coming. And I need to be prepared because if they introduce a new currency, then it doesn't matter. But if some of it is going to be based on currency that I already have, then I want to maximize my gain. Bel Air, not confusing you. It's not her server. Maybe her spreadsheets. She makes good ones. Her and Jules, for sure. Breaker, pay Bel Air. No mind. He hasn't run any waves yet. Yeah, guys. Come on. You gotta run waves. You gotta run waves. Oh, you want to see something exciting? You're not gonna believe this. Look at this. A tier 3 Velox. A tier 3 Velox. Actually tiered it up last ship event. I had so much uncommon crystal, G6 crystal, that even with all my conversion tokens, there was no way I can actually burn all of them. So I put in like 5,000-6,000 into this. And I did it just in time so I can run the G6 Solomatas better. So I was running 68 uncommon, 67 rare, and... No, 66 rare, 67 epic, and 68 uncommon. All day. I did. It was just like a few modules away. And this one, the warp engines required common only. So I also threw this one in. Not that I really needed it, but it was common only. But look what's happening now. Look at this. Not this one, but it's already asking for rare. Into tier 4, it's asking for rare. Damn. They're aggressive this time with grade level ships, I'm telling you. Joseph was going to get 4 researches from finishing that research tree. No, I'm saving that research. Yeah, wait. I mean, we only gotta wait a few days. Today's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Just wait 3 days and then see what's happening. Yeah, it is sexy. I did. New currency for Augment Store. Khan is sourced from the turn-ins. Apparently have a chance for lucky pull on him. Hey, at least there's a known slow drip free-to-play path already. I gotta say, that's nice. Like, the free-to-play can actually plan ahead instead of, like... And even the spenders, like... They know I can either buy it today or I can wait 100 days. But it's not like, if I don't buy it now, then I don't know when I'll ever get it. It's better. They're handling themselves better. I'll give them that. Tavimosa, same boat. I haven't run any solo waves yet. Buildings take only rare crystals now. No, but it's starting to transition. I'll show you my Spock's Club chart. So look at the ratios, because that's a good indication. Usually, if it's a 1-to-4 ratio between...
Name's Bond.
Hey! Jim Hendricks, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Yeah, look at the ratio. If it's a 4-to-1, if it's 4-to-1 from uncommon and to rare, it's a healthy ratio, because that's usually the payout when you complete events and whatever. But now it's like 1-to-2. So what does this mean? This means that I'm gonna be drowning in a lot of uncommon, and my bottleneck's starting to transition into rare now, because I'll be getting the uncommon way before I'm gonna complete the rares. So I think now I can allocate some uncommon at up 67 towards 68, a little bit of it to other things, like my vlogs, you know, I had 5,000 to throw in there, because look, Crystal, I'm already done. Actually, all of the rare G6 Crystal I'm getting now is going to be converted to gas and ore. That's what it looks like. I'm not too worried about construction time anymore. It looks like I'm on par. I'm going to have enough platinum. The issue now, it's going to be the rare and a little bit of steel. But I'm almost there. Let's see. Parkman built my second cell key. Congrats! 4 more to go. Devi Mosabiller loves running group waves. We're in the same alliance. Yeah, I'm one of the only few, the dying breed, that is still doing group armadas. There's like 3 of us that are the regulars. And then we start outsourcing from other alliances on the server, because a lot of people just skip it now. Breaker, then why stop at tier 4? Keep going? Do it. First off, if you didn't notice, it's tier 3. And no, I'm not doing anything because it requests rare now. I'm not giving any rare anytime soon. Rare is what I need now, more than anything. So I'm playing cautious. Hey, I didn't think it was ever gonna get to tier 3, so I'll take this. This is a win. This is a win for me. I did not expect that to happen. I'm not going to build 6. Yeah, you will. I'm gonna make you, slowly. Okay, go for a 3rd. Let's talk after that. Build a 3rd. We'll talk after. It is a win. Good one. Yeah, it's good. Because also the way I see it, if your ship can defeat the highest level, whatever your FKR armadas, in this case solo armadas. So if I can defeat a higher level one, it means that I can refine more chests of that, which means I'm getting more other materials. So it's a small investment to gain more in the long run. So now, because I can defeat 68 uncommon, which is the highest uncommon G6, I can max pull all of this every day. So that gives me more rare G6 solo armada directives, which means I can refine more rare and then more epic. So that chain is going to feed itself. But I don't want to go overboard because it's requesting rare. If this was requesting more uncommon, maybe. But it looks like now rare is going to be the bottleneck. It took a while. I think in G5 it was like 55, 56 when rare was the dominant one. And here it's towards 68. Bugman, you have no faction credits for a 3rd? Okay, fair enough. Then don't. But I hope you will. Nuts Chocolate, I enjoy group waves with disciplined people. Yeah, they need to know what they're doing. I don't like dead weight. Like, I don't mind people not performing well. But if somebody just joins and to just sit there and do nothing, that just pisses me off. Like, you know, we're all working here and you're not even moving your ship. That's not cool. I was late on my coffee this morning, so I'm gonna sip it during the stream. Breaker, did you drain your G6 solo directives? I ran about 100 over 2 hours. No, I only did the rare and the epic, and I'll tell you why. Because the uncommon, if I don't use the loot exo, if I just use my loot crew, my standard crew and buffs, then you get 3 a day uncommon. And if I defeat 3 a day, I can actually max refine just fine. So I decided not to. Also, I can run maybe 1 or 2 per haul because the 400% hazard is just destroying, blowing up my ship so fast. So I can run 2 at the most. I just didn't want to dedicate that much time to it. So I made sure that the rare and epic, because I have a low amount of directives, that I drain those. But the uncommon right now doesn't really need any buff because I can max refine as it is. But I will probably do it later when my ship has higher resistance, can last longer. Then it will make more sense to me. But in general, the goal is, yeah, to drain all of those currencies that you need help with the loot so you can max refine. So all of those, I usually hoard them and wait to incursions. And at this point, it's only like Zindi uncommon armadas and the G6 solo armadas, the rare and epic, right now. Andreas, I always do rare and epic solo FKRs with 200% incursions exo. So nice. It is. It's 200% additional loot plus whatever loot crew you have. So you can get potentially... Steamroller, thank you for the follow. You can get potentially plus 400-500% maybe. With all the researches and everything. Like, it adds up nicely. Davimosa, ooh, coffee, good call. I know. It's morning here. It's 10:20 a.m. Wait a minute. Where was I? Where was I? Aaron, for those miners, did you just have enough spare currency to pull full sets of the miners that you moved to the minimum levels needed to mine what you needed? Or did you pause progression for acquiring them? No, I have 1 tier 4 Selkie and the rest are tier 2. And I don't really care about the warp range because usually I relocate to the place that I need to mine, or I send them, because I'm over op 65, I have some super highways that reduce the warp requirement by much. So this system here, this level 70 mining system, because I have a super highway here, I can send a Selkie with less than 1,000 warp. So I left them at the low end, and because I have 6 of them, then my income is great. So I just left them like this. I don't know what my plans are for tiering them up. Usually I measure it like, how's my mining income? Is my raw material income enough for me to comfortably max pull everything, including the bonus refinery, and still get ahead and build a stash? If that's the case, I don't need to change anything. If I'm struggling and I can't do that, then I revisit it and see, what do I need to do? Do I need to build more? Do I need to tier them up? That's how I did it. Carlos, hey JB, what's a fast way to get Sigma speedups? There is no fast way. It's the grind way. The higher level hostiles you kill have a chance to drop a 15-hour Sigma speedup. That's the best one that I've seen dropped. And the best play that I've seen that dropped is here in the Mirror Universe. In this system here for 70 surveys. Or 68 servers, they also have a chance to drop it, but 70 has a higher chance. It's not an amazing chance, so don't be so excited. Like, I kill maybe 70 surveys and I get maybe 2 or 3 now per run. But hey, 3 15 hours. Let's do the math. Friendly neighborhood calculator coming in. 3 times 15 divided by 24, so it's this, times 1.5 million. So you gain almost 3 million Latinum per run because you get those speed ups. So absolutely do that if you can. But there is no fast way. This is one of the struggles. So protect your Latinum stash. Farm those as much as you can. Also, wherever you have claims for speed ups, claim it. If you're an arena man, if you actually run arenas, then there's a wonderful, wonderful chest that I get a double pull every day. This one. And I get 2 chests a day, and sometimes I get 3 day and 1 day. So, I mean, like the days that I get 3 day, like... Devil Dog, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so it's a grind. But just stay on it, and for the most part, it's going to be a bottleneck at the beginning in early G6, but then the bottleneck will become materials eventually, if you do the grind. Nuts chocolate, I didn't like it. I didn't like when they run over to my section before they clear an arena not covered. Messing with my Kershara. I don't think I know that bug or that situation. Maybe I missed something you said. I don't know what that means though. I don't know. I never encountered that. And for those who group waves, why do you split your ships? I keep mine together. Oh. Why do I split them? I think you were talking to the guy you're doing waves with. Am I right? Yeah. No, I mean, usually I keep both of mine together. Unless I'm doing the 50 mirror wave, and then we need the NX, so my NX just rotates to the locations it needs to go. I tracked my last 6k kills. I'm at 3.7% drop rate with 70s. That sounds awful, but I guess that's what it is. Carlos, 68 and 70, the only one. How about the 60? Because I can't do 68 just yet. I think 60 drops some, but the, you know, a lesser Sigma speed up, like maybe 1 hour or 15 minutes or 10 minutes. But for your level, they should still make a difference. Hi, JM. Good to see you on YouTube. All right, so we're going to play a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we have. I think I need to adjust my camera here because the sun is rising. So let me adjust this. I'm going to make myself vanish for a second. So let me vanish. Cloaking device. I have a cloaking device. I didn't tell you, but I'm running a cloaking device. Alright, this is here. Now I'm going to go back here and make some adjustment. I think it's good enough. Okay, cloaking device is uncloaking. I'm back. That's autocorrect. I have that to proofread these before I send. Okay, no worries. It happens, especially if you're on mobile. Let's see what the events are today. I like the between arc. It's like a lazy mode. They have a few events, but it's not too demanding. What intel am I gathering? Borg probes? Ugh. They need to retire that whole thing. It's so outdated for us. Armada sabotage. Start an armada. Okay. FKR, sure. Anybody knows the answer to this? I don't feel like using my brain. But you know what? Let's solve the riddle. Commander, another cryptic message translating. A fated, unstoppable adversary. I'm not a Trekkie. Help me out. I don't know what this is. Alright, you can spoil it for me, please. Just give me the answer. Hessen? Okay, thank you. I did solve yesterday's riddle. It was like, you know, a non-Trekkie question, so I was able to do that. Let's get my tier 3 Vlogs out there. It's so nice. Makes me happy. That beautiful ship now got up a tier. It's awesome. Yeah, it's D. Okay, I'm there. Oh yeah, I have this Q trial hostile just sitting here for months and months on end. It's a bug. So I'm leaving it here in case there's an event that, I don't know, that an SLB or an SMS that actually scores points that I need to kill that thing, then it's here. I just need to remember that it's here. Okay, we solved that one. Recall 2 ships and we can do a few more things. I think dailies... I have a few. I went out last night, so I did just very few when I came home and then left the rest for today. Oh, wow, we got over 50 people on YouTube. Thanks, everyone, for being here on YouTube. That's amazing. We have, like, over 85 people total. That's awesome. The coffee. So, what's your coffee? What's your morning poison? For me, it's like I make a homemade latte. I have an espresso machine here, so it grinds the beans. I brew 1 espresso shot, and then I steam the milk, and I create a latte. That's my thing. But I know some people have like a very strong brewed coffee. I don't know. Everybody has their own. I'm curious. That's just the one that I got used to. It's like coffee shop quality latte. That's what I make here at home. Hot cocoa or cold water. Probably healthier than coffee. I got 10 Minerva BPs for from Vic Chest. Oh, from that chest that you get in the DTI, right? That's a pretty good pull. I think you're talking about that one or another one. Demon Chris, you can kill the Q trial. Those phantom ones don't count towards the event. I tried in the past. Okay, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. I don't care about, you know, cleaning up. But I was just wondering about that. Thanks for confirming, though. Anderson Jesus dos Santos on YouTube says the Borg event can be completed with mastery. Let me read. It was gathering intel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can complete it tomorrow morning. Good call. I already claimed it. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. You saved me a grind. Thank you. Alright, let's do Q trials. Like actual Q trials. So I'll put my Q trial team. Carlos Shannon, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Good to see you. Alright, we got this. So yeah, Pike Moreau Chen with, what's her name? Janeway, Admiral Janeway, Fleet Commander Janeway, in a seat. With repression, you can pretty much kill anything. They don't really deal any damage to you. Once you pass a certain point, it's like 0 damage. The whole log is 0 damage. We needed to run armadas. And I think I need to kill some hostiles too. For the dailies. There's a faction. I didn't do any of them. Okay. I'll go to the Klingon realm first. After the Q trials though. Relatively 3 more days for me on Arc Launch. Nice, Breaker. I think I'm a couple days behind you. I'm gonna check. I'm like at 190 something. Oh, 189. 6 days away. I think there were a few days that I claimed only 1 because I was short on whatever the currency. So, a few days behind you. But that's good because that's going to unlock a few of these that I was waiting for. So that's kind of nice. And very soon I'll be done pulling the Syndicate XP altogether. Because I am 5 or 6 days away from maxing this. Like, it's over. Syndicate XP tree is done in 6 days. I actually got there. And I'm excited because now it means that the Syndicate XP, whatever used to be the Syndicate XP SMSs, are going to be Armada SMSs. So they should be, in theory, easier for me to complete. Let's fly over here.
My name's Bond.
Ooh, Kirek974, thank you for the Prime sub and for the follow. And Carlos, thank you for the cheering with 112 bits. Whoa! We have a hype train now. Damn, guys, thank you. What a fine Saturday morning that is. Demon Chris 14 on YouTube says, I'm glad you showed the relativity BPs. I'm on 189 as well, and was thinking I'd missed a pull somewhere. Yeah, maybe you did that one shard pull like I did, because if who said, was it Bel Air or Breaker? Somebody said they're 3 days away. Oh yeah, Breaker said 3 days away, and I'm assuming that they took the free-to-play path, so it's we probably the pure free-to-play missed a couple somewhere. Hey Kinky Jesus, good morning, good incursions. I know, we actually won. Oh my god, you need to see my face when I, like, you know, waking up, whatever, brushing my teeth, opening you know, that on the phone, and I'm like, we won. What the f? Got to triple my par steal in an hour. Worst part of the middle of the night crew that jumped us ahead. Yeah, you guys, whoever found that gold mine, I think it was Koik Alliance, that small alliance. I think they actually found it. So anyway, anybody who actually played, because I admit, I was just making sure that I'm not being raided, but I did not raid anybody. I didn't participate. So I only get credit for playing defense. But kudos to you guys who actually found this and did the work. Well done. Biller, my phone ringtone is the Bond theme song. I love it. I will admit mine isn't. I should probably do that now. I need a sip of my coffee. I live on my cooldown timers. I know. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I will tell you what cooldowns, what I named them as. I have a refinery cooldown. Okay. I have a TC cooldown once a week that I make sure that I actually score in the event. I turn it off on those 2 weeks that you actually maxed it. I have away teams assignment cooldown, like 5 minutes before they reset at 5 p.m. These are the main ones. And then depends on the need. Like, I also have an event snipe alarm that I set up when I'm planning to actually snipe an event. So I put a reminder for how much time I need to actually assess and snipe to remind me to do that. Anyway, these are mine. What are yours? Yeah, Koik did, Chinky Jesus, that's right. Yeah, kudos to these guys. They're awesome. They're like a small group, but elite group of people. And I think you play arenas with them too. Making sure you weren't being rated is huge. Yeah, that is really it. Like, again, if you don't contribute in point scoring, make sure that they don't take points out of you. It's huge. Nuts chocolate, I always miss a couple days. I got my relativity from the store first week of the store. Okay. Yeah, because it was a free-to-play path, I just decided to take that one. Hey, Ultra Wow. Good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? I read what you said on Discord. Yeah, there's sometimes like that the server is just not that much fun. I hope you'll find your fun again. Like, you know, but if you feel burnt out, then do whatever it takes. Do whatever you need to take care of yourself. Belair had this ringtone for a decade. I love this my sniper alarm. Yeah, me too. And also, I give them different tones to the alarm, so I know what they mean. So the refinery one sounds in a specific, you know, there's a specific tone to it. So I get excited because refinery, max refine. Which, speaking of which, in 24 minutes, I'm doing max refine again. Night crew, the Night's Watch, tacos. Thank you for the 1,000 bits cheer. Yo! Thank you, tacos. You're a generous man. Wow. Thank you. The Night's Watch did their work. Breaker, same as yours, except for the away teams. But that might change with this arc. Barkman, thank you for the 10 cheer. Yeah, I mean, I created that one when away teams was released. And even though the rewards there are very meh for people at our level, but the high G6, I still collect them because Latinum is Latinum. Faction credits are faction credits. I'm not going to say no, even if it's, a smaller amount. But as it seems, on paper, it's probably going to become a lot more relevant for us. Let's see what's up here. Hype Train is level 2. Damn, guys. Thank you. Breaker, someone told me that the Syndicate XP continues to stack until the limit is upped. That, from what I've heard, that used to be the case, but they changed it. I will, in 6 days, I will confirm or disconfirm that. In 6 days, I will know. The Night Watch, yeah. Night gathers and my watch begins. So, looks like my streaming, I'm starting to get a rhythm to it. So Monday is going to be Arena Day. Wednesday, I did my overnight, my Night's Watch stream last Wednesday night, and that was fun. So I think I'm going to make that a regular thing. So Wednesday, I'm probably going to do nights. And Saturday right now I'm doing this hour, but once I start running again and, you know, train for a race or something, I'll probably have to change the weekend to a different time on the weekend. But right now that seems to be the rhythm. Breaker, I still check and send my away teams. Just no timer yet. Yeah, I only do it like the 5 minutes before the reset, which for me is 5 p.m. Pacific time. So I just complete whatever I want to complete, whatever is pretty much close to completion. Most of them are going to be around that time. And then launch the new ones, and then wait for the reroll, the free reroll that just shuffles everything. I guess I was so excited this morning from our Incursion's unexpected win that I didn't check my away teams. I think there's one that I can actually launch now. This 12-hour ones, because it pays, you know, ship XP and Latinum, and those are good because Latinum is Latinum. I'm not gonna argue with that. It's free and it's passive. It's a couple of clicks and that's it. It's not really grinding. This is nothing. This is free stuff. So I'm just hoping that the new loop is gonna, I expect some grind, but I hope it's not gonna be too intolerable. Like MU is a lot of grinding for me. Like I'm there every day. Tavimosa, I was on the Night Watch as well. Was reading until almost 4 a.m. Kudos to you guys that actually put in the work. The Night Watch saved the day. The Night Watch actually won our event. They won Incursions. Kinky Jesus, thank you. Thank you. You went to bed at 5:30 a.m. after raiding. Good job, guys. Wow. We actually got a win. I can't believe it. We're the victorious ones for a change. It had to be a typo. It had to be a mistake. That Wednesday was fun, but stayed later than I was going to. Yeah, it was fun. Spock, our night crew always does well. Yeah, and we just need to hope that we don't have some stupid person that didn't shield and just gonna throw the whole thing away. Because that just suck. That just shoot all the effort. That's why I didn't put effort up to this point, but now you guys gave me hope. Next Incursions, I'm actually gonna play. I'm actually gonna do PvP. So you'll see me with my tier 3 Vlogs flying around, causing some terror. Did I finish with the... Let's see. I want to complete that daily goal. I need 2 more. Okay, so 1 more. And then I need to claim... That's why I saved those chests. I'll show you. So now I'm at a point that I want to complete both of the daily goals for the Q trials. And we get 80 a day. So I need to find 45 from somewhere if I'm short. So whenever we upgrade some techs, we get these chests. And I don't claim them until I actually am fishing for some more Q trial tokens. Hold on, squirrel. And hopefully we can keep people from opening an RSS Superstore next time. I hope so. Okay, so let's see. This one has a chance to give me some of those. This one didn't. Let's open this one. Not either. And this one gave me 75. So that's why I saved them. So I can actually complete this for free. Like, get both of them. Because I'm starting to get short on Fleet Commander refinery tokens. Because I have all the Fleet Commanders now, and I'm spending a lot on them. On Spock, on Kirk, on everything. I'm still like, I have some things that I want to get. So I'm starting to get short in the refinery. So I'm trying to do both of these every day. Norwich, I was shocked to see the win as well, JB. Oh, Norwich, wait, you're server 30? We fought you? Jerry on YouTube, the daily export pool usually gives like 20 bells. Daily export pool. Oh, the one that I don't pull, you mean? You actually pointed out something very important. Good to know. I'll keep it in mind. I'm glad you pointed it out. I kind of ignored this chest. I usually pull the artifact and the officer exchange, but I think this one requires epic, but I can probably afford a little bit on days that I'm short. Thank you for pointing that out. I completely ignored this one. Good info. Thank you. Okay, so I think we finished it. Also, that's the same reason I'm saving some of these chests here. Okay, done with this. Let's kill some hostiles and do some armadas. So we're gonna do 2 in 1. Let's recall this thing. No, Rich, you're at server 35. That's right. Yeah, when I see a name that is not a name I'm used to, it throws me off. Barkman, do G6 solos, put out ISO damage? I forget. Let's check. I'm gonna check for hostiles. You guys can see this, yeah. Reset filters. Type armada. And let's put warp like 1400 so it will show us that. Not polygon. Let's see the Klingon Warforge, for example. Yeah, so they increase their ISO damage by 150 and they increase the ISO defense by 50%. That's their ability. Hey, Kyo B LOL. You can see what's in those FT upgrades rewards in the web store. They are in the same place as mission key claim, and the information button will show the rewards. The FT upgrades. Which FT upgrades are we talking about? The ones that didn't come out yet? Alright, let's send these ships out and then continue to investigate. This is going to be killing some hostiles. So let's clear this. Where am I going to send it? I said Klingon, so send it over here. 7 minutes out. And this one I'm going to prep for armadas. Jerry, I'm same as you. Usually try to do all 5 trials and pull that that one when I'm short on bells. Bells aren't guaranteed though, sadly. Yeah, but we have a few sources. I mean, we have the whip. I claim the whip. There's a chance to give a few there, and usually that's a few hundreds. I have some chests that I didn't claim. But for the most part, I've been pretty consistent with doing all of them. Armada loot crew. But I don't have the doctor, which is fine. I'll get a little bit less this time. By the way, I upgraded her to tier 3. Tolara is tier 3 now. She was tier 2 when I unlocked her when I moved to 62. From 59 to 62. And then I had enough shards now to take her to 63. So she has a 55% chance of double shots, which is awesome. Okay, let's send it here, let's say, to run a few armadas. Good. Kiabelol says the ones that give the bells, so you don't have to keep the ones that don't. Okay. Oh, nice. I'm glad you mentioned that. That's another trick. Man, you guys, like, there's so many little tricks that we all learn and we just share it together. Omega Prime, good afternoon to you too. Late, good afternoon. Sorry about that. Okay. So I got these two flying. I think I'm done with the ore. Yeah, I can recall the ore miner. That finished it. What other daily goals do I have? Prime real estate, got some hazard. Okay. So prime real estate. I'm slow cooking right now the par steel vault. I'm gonna leave it like that and just instant complete this one. As far as research, let me see if I have some artifacts. Sure, I'll do this one. One of them. Okay, that completed both. How am I doing on stings? Am I reaching 5,000? I am at 5,000. Okay, I'll do that. That's an example of like the sting daily goal. There's no point for me to doing that at all, because I don't need any of the officers. What it rewards you is the hull fragments for this pool of officers, which have no use for me, just transporter patterns. But again, it's such an easy completion that I do it a couple of times a week. There are a lot of things that don't make sense anymore for a high level to do, but I still do them. Oh my god, so many materials. 68 is coming, man. It's coming. Who knows? Maybe I don't have enough for a treasury. If I had enough for a treasury, then it would happen the first week of this arc. But I don't have enough for a treasury. So there is a high probability that I'll be going up 68 this coming arc. A very high chance. Very high chance. I don't know yet though, because between par steel and rare materials, I just don't know which one's going to be the bottleneck. Oh, he ran that already? Okay. Shout out to Fearless Flyer. This guy's like a PvP beast. He's one of the good ones. And he's active, like in any war and anything, any PvP related stuff. The stunts he pulls, the FF maneuvers is what I call them. Beautiful stuff. That free lad event was also very welcome. Yeah, it brought me from 190 to 200. I crossed the 200 threshold as a free to play. Aiden Pride on YouTube, how you doing? When I move past 60 next month, should I use my treasury at 61 or wait until 62? Okay, so first off, I think you know this. Once the treasury event begins, it does not upgrade with level. It doesn't work the same way like choice rewards and loyalty tokens. You're locked in as soon as it launches. So if you're, let's say, op 60 or 61 and the treasury event starts and then you move up to the next level, it's not going to upgrade. So keep that in mind. And I usually only get the treasury if that's the difference maker, if that actually pushes me to the next ops level. If this is the thing I need to close the gap, that's when I get it. Otherwise, I just wait a month or two. There's no rush. I mean, getting 4,000 shards takes about 4 months. So I'm very cautious before I spend it, and it needs to be the difference maker. But if I have other tokens that can actually provide me with that gap closing, then I go with those before I go with the treasury. Treasury is like the last line of defense for me because it's so hard to get and because of the way it doesn't upgrade as quickly as the other chests. That's how I would do it, Aiden. Joseph, how long does building 67 buildings take in days? Depends on the building. I mean, ops can take like 20 days. And some smaller ones can take a few days, but you can see the total in Spock's Club, and that really helps. Barkman, you just got FC Janeway. Congratulations. You basically now unofficially graduated the Q trial loop. She's awesome. Okay, I think that completed the event, didn't it? Let me double check. Oh, we got Crucible of War. Okay, one MU run will complete that. That's not a problem. Okay, this I'm waiting until tomorrow. Oh, I need a few more. Okay. What's our Q trial skill again? Let me show you. So the tactician tree, repression. This one, it's on the right, one above the bottom row, repression. Max it according to your command center level. So mine is at 16%, and it's still enough for me to take 0 damage. Now the other ones are good too, but the real important one for defeating Q trials is this. So upgrade the other ones based on need, but this is number 1. This should be your number 1. Oh, my Velux reached its destination, so we can engage some hostiles there. I think it's starting to get more comfortable with 69s. Let's see, I targeted one of them. Yeah, very comfortable with 69s. Okay, so I can target them with triangle at least, for sure. If I see them. Joseph, I'm trying to see what the average is after research Spock's Club doesn't work with my account for some reason. Okay, so Spock's Club has 2 versions. They have the official website, and they have the beta one. That is the same website. Hold on, let me find it here. You just type next and then .spox.club. There are instructions there on how to sync both of them. And also there's a way, if you're running the mod, there's a way to actually automatically do that. I fixed it recently, so now mine automatically updates. So it does take a few steps. If you're having technical issues, they are very helpful there. I did have some issues with mine, and I posted something on their Discord forum, and somebody was assigned to it, and they helped me. So they were very good with their support. And then after that, it's autopilot, and then you can really plan ahead. So it's worth the effort. It may be a little bit of a pain if you have some issues and some troubleshooting, but it's totally worth it because it's going to make your STFC progression and experience overall a lot easier. At least that's how it was for me. So I recommend putting in the effort if you're willing. Okay, did I finish it now? Pretty sure I did. Let me double check. It's in Stranger's Arrival. Yes. Okay, recalling the D. Finishing up here. So did we start taking bets yet? If Arcfall Day, this is a refinery reminder, by the way. If Arcfall Day is gonna break something, are we taking bets if the servers are gonna shut down, or is it gonna be a tolerable break? My bet, it's not gonna be as bad because they know that people are pissed off. So I think they will try to minimize mistakes this time. But maybe again, I'm optimistic. Okay, actually, the rest I'm going to do in hazard space. That will also kill me faster. Tabimosa, wishful thinking, always good to be glass half full, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, if bad things are going to happen, they're going to happen regardless of wishful thinking or not. So yeah, I mean I'm kind of like 50-50. Sometimes I'm half full or half empty, depends on my mood and the person's track record. But I don't know, I think they didn't admit it, but I think we taught them a lesson. I think they understood that we the people are actually willing to take it far if we have to. So they will never openly say that, but I think we taught them something. Jerry, I don't understand. I got promoted at work and did 20 push-ups, but still didn't get the rewards from the stranger SMS. Yeah, the list of chores they make us go through. Kinky Jesus, I think we reminded them. Galegate, something similar happened. Yeah. I know for the most part, a lot of people say, you know, Scopely has the power and we have so much power when we use it. And I'm not saying we need to use it just to start a revolution out of nowhere. But we have a say, and if we all unite and decide to back it up, they're going to fold. They're going to bend. We've done it. I've seen it with gagh. DTI made some progress. But yeah, we can do a lot. It's all a matter of making sure that your wallet speaks the same way your mouth speaks. And then you're all set. Once they contradict each other, then they get confused statistics, and then they just follow the money trail. Okay, so we died. We finished this one, so I'm gonna fly to the other section. I'm gonna kill Federation. Hey Tarpy, good to see you. How's it going? Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. Mashed potatoes, same thing happened in Helldivers. They made a change that was extremely poor in the eyes of the players, and the entire community rallied until they backed down. Yeah, look, if the players say we had enough and we're not going to take this, or else the company is going to bend the knee and do whatever needs to be done to at least compromise to a satisfactory level. They have to. Because if they lose like a serious percentage of the players, or the profit from the players, it's not gonna look good. They got to look at like what do they have to gain versus what they have to lose. Ideally, they wanted to gain more microtransactions or whatever their, you know, whatever their plan was to make more money from that move. But if when they realize, hey, we're actually gonna lose a lot more in potential profit from people when we release more content and lose players, we better change that. It's not going the way we thought. That's the power of the player. Tarpy, yeah, I remember when Battlefront 2 had the most downvoted Reddit post in history of Reddit due to a change BF made to the game. I never played Battlefront. But yeah, I don't remember at World of Warcraft that there was something like that. Whenever I look back at my 2+ years of World of Warcraft career, I have, for the most part, good memories. Yeah, there was some lag issues and whatever, you know, performance issues. But I don't remember them releasing content that I was pissed off about. Like, I don't remember that ever being the case. I have mostly good memories from there. Oh, damn. I missed the refinery. Okay. Let me fix that right now. I'm like 10 minutes late to the refinery. Aaron, a sense of pride and accomplishment. Yeah, when we do something like that, yes. Again, when the people unite, they can do amazing, amazing things. And that's what we did. Proud of us. And also for all the content creators that were spearheading the operation. Because I think, for the most part, you know, the feedback that the people put on Discord is a little scattered, but when content creators, the ones that actually, you know, pile it all together and say, hey, you have all these people saying the same thing, it cleans it up a little bit. So through all the noise, they can actually see what's happening. Because I don't think they can do it themselves. Scopely is not that good in actually, at least from what I see, deciphering the pulse of the men, the pulse of the people. Tarpy, it's a Star Wars game from about a decade ago. It was really good. But they borked something huge that I can no longer remember what it was. Still love the game otherwise, though. Clearly impacted me so much forever. Oh, I think I remember that. That's when you can actually play some heroes from Star Wars, you know, and you fight like in a PvP match. I think I played it a little bit. My son was into it for a short while, and then that was it. Hey, Lieutenant Bennett, good to see you. Can you believe we won? Can you believe we actually won incursions, man? I'm still digesting the information. I still can't believe it happened. Jerry, how will you ever recover? Kiki Jesus, I think parts of Scopely are actually decent at knowing what the players want. They just aren't in positions to make decisions. I agree with that, Kinky Jesus, because yeah, 100%. Sayanog, thank you for the follow. And good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, Bennett, I'm shocked too. I can't believe it. We did the impossible. I'm actually going to participate next incursions more than just shielding up and going into my corner and doing PvE. Like, I'm actually going to play. I'm actually going to put in some effort. Tarpy, I still hold where they were trying not to imbalance next month's content somehow, but absolutely screwed up on community about the change. Are you saying that the changes to the away teams are you referring to the away teams changes or the DTI fiasco? Or both? Because on paper, the away teams change seems to be one that I'm welcoming. DTI. Yeah, they effed it up big time. I mean, I'm glad that they compromised, but I agree with what RevDuce said. It's not enough. It's just not enough. Again, it's an established mechanic for months. We all said the same thing. Like, just let it go. Just put it back where it was, because now you're going to have an imbalance when players maxed it and some players didn't. And that's going to create a gap, not even just a gap between the spenders and the non-spenders. It's going to create a gap between the peers. Just let it go, Scopely. Just admit fault, let it go. That's what they should do, but whatever. We rehashed it many times. Jerry, they put iconic characters like Vader, that's right, in paid loot boxes, only with no realistic free-to-play path to get them, and then cited pride and accomplishment just to justify it. Did not go over well. Yeah. I'm fine with games like League of Legends, that they make a fortune. The game has been around for decades. It's been around forever. They have championships, world championships, and tournaments that pay cash prizes beyond belief. And guess how they make most of their money, at least to my knowledge? Cosmetics. They sell skins. It's not a pay-to-win game. It's a pay-to-get some vanity items game. And it's super popular still. That's a business model that I think is amazing. That's good job, really. Like, I know you have a lot of vanity items, especially in online games. You know, like the reason I'm running this this avatar is because it gives me a lot of bragging rights. I mean, this is vanity. I got to Platinum 1 and I unlocked it, and only 4 or 5 people on my server actually have it. So, you know, this is something that is great. Like, I mean, a lot of games have that. World of Warcraft has like mounts and pets that are, you know, people see you with them, they think you're amazing because you have something so rare. And people are willing to pay for that. Collectors will absolutely pay money for that. Mashed potatoes, yeah, skins sell, and they don't make it pay to win. Exactly. And that's a great way of making money. I mean, it's awesome. And then people can actually compete, and they can actually have a balanced PvP experience. I mean, I still see hope. Like, change can happen. I just don't think that Scopely is the type of company that is willing to do something radical. They keep the same template and they make minor tweaks. I don't think they're ready to revamp something for real. So that's why I don't think it can change over here. But you'll never know. Tin Man says, I have the Wharf Merryman and only seen one other player so far with it. Yeah, you have you have ones that only were achievable through a grind. We had a guy on my alliance. He quit the game a while ago, but I played with him for many years before he quit. His name is Peng. And there was a grind event. I think it's this one. There was one of these that was maybe 1 or 2 people total can get it on the server, and he had it, so he was walking around with it all the time. So it was one of these enterprise ones. Tarpy, Fortnite has so many good skins. Star Wars just came out of for May Battle Pass. Yeah, I used to play Fortnite when my son was into it. For a long time when I was gaming, whatever game he was into, I played with him, so we have like a father-son activity. So when he was into Minecraft when he was very young, I played Minecraft. Fortnite. He's still into like a lot of jump scare games, which I'm very sensitive to. So he was into Five Nights at Freddy's. I played that with him. So either online or offline game, that was our thing. But whenever he decided he wanted to quit Fortnite, I quit Fortnite as well. Because I'm not just going to play it by myself. But I did play during the Marvel time, and I actually have a Captain America one, which is really cool. And I think the best mode in Fortnite for me was, they had like for a very limited time, Air Royale, they called it. And it's like you and another guy are flying a plane. So him and I were teaming up, and he was the pilot and I was the shooter. And we won. That was our first win. We were so excited. I think it was like 6 or 7 years old. We were like jumping up and down. It was so great. Jerry, pay or grind their butts off, like for the Scarab Lord title back in the day. Yeah, again, I'm fine with people putting in effort or money or both towards getting something exclusive. That is great, but exclusive in the sense of, you know, you are respected for this thing that you. I kind of felt it was coming. Thank you, Barkman. As soon as I said the jump scare thing. Thanks, Barkman. Lieutenant Bennett, that has to be the first time I've seen you spend in-game currency on something shiny. I didn't spend. No. I did not spend any money. I remind you, I worked for Blizzard, so they actually gave me the different, like exclusive, like the Spectre Tiger and Murky, and all kind of different pets that are very, very exclusive, that only employees can get, or people that had like this very, you know, special collector's edition. So I got those for free. But no, I didn't spend money on those things. No. Come on, remember who you're talking to, man. This is the free-to-play realm. How dare you suggest? Okay, yeah, I did buy a $5 Leslie. Yes, okay, fine. I spent a little bit, but I learned my lesson. I grew. Tacos. I come from a League of Legends extension game called Teamfight Tactics, and it's free to play, but the revenue comes from selling avatars and chibis, and people spend a lot for them. Yeah, it's a model that works. I mean, again, League of Legends, they make so much money. Their World Championships, I enjoy watching it because it's like quality esports, and it's exciting. Like, I think it starts around the Jewish high holidays, so usually it's like double whammy for me. I get the high holidays, and I also get to watch the championship for 2 months. And the build up and the teams, man, it's amazing to see that, and they're still super popular. I respect companies like that, seriously. This is a microtransaction model that I agree with 100%. Because that doesn't give people FOMO in the sense of, I can't even compete. This just gives them FOMO, I'm going to get this exclusive skin that I really want. That's okay. It's like buying designer clothes. It's totally fine. Tarpy, if he is old enough for a super scary dinosaur game, Tempest Triad, I'm going to take note of that. And I'll mention it to him. Okay. Oh yeah, he plays like scary games now on virtual reality on the Meta. You know, whatever that thing is called. I can't freaking do that. One time I had a bet with him. God damn. He played this game, I forgot the name. That you're being chased by this creature, and when they grab you, like shake you and scare you. Oh, the Platinum Avatar? Oh yes, I spent in-game currency for that. I mean, I had to. I knew that I'm gonna be like maybe one of the 3 players, totally. So yeah, I played this game, and I think we had a bet one time that I lost the bet, and my price was to pay 20 minutes in that virtual reality scary game. And I was streaming it also, so I mean, I'm in virtual reality, but I'm streaming it to his screen so he can see, and he's next to me and he sees my reaction. Anyway, I was literally shaking. I was sweating. I was like, oh my God. And then when that thing, I actually escaped it, I was like on the floor, like, you know, shaking. Like, that's like PTSD. I'm so freaking sensitive to that. And one time it caught me too. And my dog, my husky, is freaking out. Like the alpha, the master is collapsing. And he started howling at me like worried. That was the scariest 20 minutes, the most stressful 20 minutes of my American life. I swear to God. Oh, wow. I hate those things with passion. Sue says, hey, JB, $5 spent will chase you forever. It's my account has $45 value total. The 25 out of pocket, and you know, anyway, it is what it is. That's why I'm 99.8%. Maybe in a year it's going to be 99.9% pure, but that's just the way it is. But I learned my lesson. I was willing to support a company that I enjoy their game, but when I found what this business model is all about, I'm like, screw you. This is wrong. It's against my values. No more. I'm done. Mashed potato, yeah, the production quality they put in for League of Legends is extremely good. Yeah. I don't even know if they knew ahead of time that this game is going to be that successful for decades. I don't know if somebody had that vision. But well done. Great work. Because it's still... I don't play it anymore. I used to. I just enjoy watching quality, you know, esport athletes play it. It's amazing. Tarpy, look it up on IG for some reels on it before you tell him. Okay. Will do. Mashed potatoes. I mostly just buy the battle pass each month. Yeah, it's great value. I mean, just objectively looking at it, the 2 packs that I think that have the most value is the $20 battle pass, and also whatever pack that I think it costs $100. Tarpy, you probably know more about it than I do. That gives you 30 claims of the resource, whatever the oopsie chest gives you. So it gives you like a lump sum out the gate when you purchase it, plus it's under resources, plus 30 more tokens of this. That, as far as money value, I can see a really good value, but everything else of buying ships and whatever. But that's the thing. Once a player opens the gate, opens the door to spending, they're conditioning themselves to spending. To shut that door is very difficult. So if somebody's buying battle pass and this, they're probably gonna buy a few more things here and there. And that's how I think people ended up like Istia did. Devil, is the hull plating worth getting? Hull plating. Remind me where that is. All these different things that they release, I can't keep up with the names. Tarpy, that's an okay value. Put $100 into Revenant parts and you get that without lat monthly. Yeah. I don't even cross-check the money value. I just, from the outside, looked at it this way. I just go the free-to-play route, which I may be getting a 7th dock. I'm going to build another Selkie. Wow. I'm actually going to have a 7th dock. What if I get another queue? Oh my god, can you imagine? Can you imagine me having another research or build queue? That's going to double my efficiency. I'm going to progress even faster. Tarpy, I cross-check money for everything because I find it interesting. Yes, and you also create really amazing spreadsheets. So I don't really watch the full DJ stream now, like the 4 or 5 hours or whatever it is. But whenever you have a presentation or something, if you send me a link or something, I would love to see it, because whatever you and Jules do, it's very concise and very informative. And I love watching those. I just may miss it because I don't watch the full live stream. Janeway's skilled. Janeway's awesome. Okay, let me check the dailies. We want to move this along. Okay, I need to kill a few more here. Oh yeah, I know. I wanted to do some stinging. Concise is not something I've been called for, in a while. Thank you. You're very welcome. It's all, you know, it's all relative, right? Like 4 or 5 hours of content versus 45 minutes to an hour content. Which one is more concise? Nothing wrong with long content. I just don't have the time I used to sit and watch. During COVID, I was consuming all of DJ's content because I had all that time available. I just don't have it anymore. Especially now that I'm busy creating my own content, I just can't, I can't find the time. I would literally need to abandon a lot of other things in my life if I want to do all of it. Tarpy, oh yeah, 5-hour streams are long. Yeah, depends on how much info you pass along in those times. True. Oh no, I mean, there are great nuggets of information there. I just, if you sit through it all. All right, I'll sting people 4 times. They'll get over it. I think I need a few more hazards. Yeah, a couple more. Okay, so I'll kill one more here. And then fly in there. That's the DTI favor? Wait. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Okay. Oh, hull plating worth getting after you get the favor mark. Yeah. Oh, yes. I know what you mean now. I know exactly what you mean now. Thank you for clarifying that for me as well. Yeah, I bought some for the vlogs. I bought 6 of them. just a little bit because I was excited about the ship. Hey, Alestes, good morning to you too. How's it going? These are timely investments. Agreed. Okay, we're entering hazard, so I better stay on top of it or I'll just lose the ship without killing anything. 400% hazard is not a joke at all. It will devour the hull in no time. Let's change to this, then that. I think that should be enough. That will be enough. Yeah. Yeah, done with everything. Tarpy, how was your incursions? Your server mates were chatting about it, but how was your experience? We actually won. After maybe 8 consecutive losses at the minimum, if not even 10. We actually won. You barely played in incursions ever? Yeah, me too. I just do PvE stuff and shield up. But we had some dedicated people in the Night's Watch that actually found a gold mine and they turned it around. That was amazing. I mean, I'm so impressed. Around 1:30 a.m., between 1 to 1:30 a.m., that's when we rose up. But look, they were destroying us for the most part. And then this. And then we won. Where do you get that at? Devil Dog, if you're referring to the hull plating or the favor for the hull plating. The favor Tarpy just mentioned, if I scroll up. You didn't mention where you get the favor. Solar Armada claims. Now you did. Solar Armada claims. Why I'm having a hard time. I don't even know where that is. Not Solar Armada, you mean Solar Waves. Solar Waves claims. It is here. Here, let's find it, because we're talking about it a lot. It's in the DTI. Man, I'm like losing it. Oh no, it is here. Terran Legacy. No, Terran, no. I take it back. Screw it, I can't even think. Alright. The currency for it is in the G6 Armada claims and in invading entities events. We'll have to look at the next invasion then. I'm not wrong, JB. No, you're rarely wrong. You have those spreadsheets. You put the right information in there. Timely investments, DTI. Yep, there it is. 30,000. Well, I guess now, because we can't really throw all of our limited loot on as many officers and whatever that we want, then yeah, we can probably throw it into some of these favors. It's a decent favor to get. Hey Velja on YouTube, I'm Ops 39 and got all the ships from Cosmic Cleanup I can get. Do you know if there are any new ships that I can unlock with my tokens at 42? I want to push in a week or two. Or just get another amalgam. I wouldn't go for a second amalgam unless raiding actually has value to you as far as like you need the resources. I mean, an amalgam doesn't hurt. I'm saving mine. If the store is still up, I'll show you how many I have. Yeah, it is Saturday. It's up. It just went up today. I have about 3,500. And I'm saving them just in case they're going to add a ship here or, excuse me, something that I want that this currency can buy me. I don't really need anything else. So I say just hoard up, just build up a little bit. And then when you have a good amount and you still want to get a second amalgam, sure. But again, I don't see how raiding, even an Ops 39, with the way they're showering, especially people G4 and below, with so much resources and materials, like, I don't think raiding is going to be something that of value to you, other than incursions if you want to score more during the event. Me personally, I wouldn't go for another one if I was in your position, but it really depends on your playstyle and what you enjoy doing, and the value. I just don't, from my understanding, the actual value of progression from another amalgam has very little value to you. What does that favor do? Jerry, what that favor does, it reduces the total cost of hull plating across the board from the faction stores. It cuts it by half, I believe. So, let's say if I want to buy another hull plating for my Vlogs to increase it to level 7, it costs 4,000. If I have that favor, it will cost me 2,000. And this price keeps going up the higher I go in favor. So this can save you a good amount of them. I see a great value in this, especially if you go for hull plating. So it's good if you can afford it. I just can't afford it at this stage yet. Mashed potatoes, does the Defiance bonus loot apply only to Jem'Hadar solo armadas or the hostiles as well? I think for both. Let's read the text and see what it says. Let me recall a ship and take a look at it. I need to distinct somebody else one more time. Zydair, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, let's recall this. I have one here that I can repair, so I can show you now. I think it will show in the research, though. Now, this increases the edict rewards, so only in armadas. The edicts you get in armadas. If you're talking about a research that give it extra, I need to read the research. Yeah, Vel, just save up. You know, there's no expiration on those tokens. Then you can decide what you want to spend them on. Jerry was always wondering. Yeah, now you know. It's a good favor if you can afford it. Tavimosa, I'm getting a second disco. One goes in the far away system, and the other in home system to recall. Not a bad idea. Yeah, not a bad idea. Especially you can probably upgrade it easily because you have probably, you know, a surplus of those parts from all the claims over the years. It's been years. Spock says, Defiant only increases edict rewards, and those only come from armadas. Yes. But I'm wondering if there's like a specific research for the Defiant that increases its overall loot. So that could be loot in general. I don't know if there's a research related to that, because some ships have that. Barkman is lurking. Okay. Going to Minecraft movie with the kids. Nice, have fun. My son watched it with his friends. He said it was a letdown, but I'll let you judge it yourself. Tarpy can only get some numbers of BPs from CC pools. Watch out for cooldowns on discovery pool. Yeah. Tavimosa, oh yes, I do. Should be able to max instantly. Oh yeah, for the disco? Yeah, go for it, man. I mean, you actually have use for it, so why not? It's going to fit your strategy. And you can afford it. Hey Gunner, first time chatter on Twitch. There is a favor for Defiant I think he's talking about. Let me look at that. Bajoran store favors. Do you know what it's called? Oh, I need to actually read every one of them. There's one increases loot rewards from the minion hostiles, but that's in general from the hostiles. Any ship, not just the Defiant. You're gonna get 200% more from them. I think that's the only one I see. So, but that's a separate one. That's for all ships, not just for the Defiant. Tabimosa, I'm not in a rush. It's 70 out of 100 right now. Making good progress, though, for sure. Well, let's complete all of this and see what we got left. I need to do something that requires fortification. I don't want to just throw it away. I know what I'm going to do. I'll show you how I can defeat 68 Solomata with my T3 Velox. Let's switch to NX. Where am I going? Let's do Romulan. Also, I need to change my fleet commander. So for the purposes of killing armadas, I'm putting Locutus and Sloan on. Because they have bonuses for solos. I don't need Spock right now, and I don't need Janeway. I'm done with Q trials. 7, I don't use her. She has some passive ones that are always active, and that's about it. Anyway, so this is the setup I want. In about a minute, I can relocate. And I'm going to relocate here because the armadas are here. Can actually prep my support ship, so I will need this one and 2 more. Okay, 40 seconds. Let's check the events. Freebooters. I'll do it later. This is tomorrow morning. This is done. Ongoing. Recruit. What? What is this? Oh, you want me to spend materials to get some shards to recruit some officers, you say? Okay, let's see what you offer me. That's not it. Spring choice. These. I'm not spending materials. See, this is a trap. This is a clear trap. Spend your materials today so you have less to spend during the arc when we're going to release brand new officers, so you'll be tempted to buy packs to spend more materials. Ignore. Ignore. I ignore it. Come on, Scopely, you can't fool me anymore. I know how you roll. Come on. Like, I know this. The fresh players may not know this, but I do. Let me recall this one and now relocate. Alright, let's prepare for this. So I'll show you how I do this to maximize my loot. I have a special crew that can actually make this happen. DeMarco's ability is amazing against armadas and inventing entities. So 70% additional isolated cascade is godsend. I have this for additional loot and extra shots, 55% extra shots because she's tier 3. More loot here. I have more loot under deck, and I have hull breach. Now, hull breach is great because it's, you know, increasing the crit damage, as well as I'm running an explorer, so I get the bonuses that an explorer gets from running hull breach. The reason I'm not so worried about crit is because I'm going to be buffing it. So all the crit is going to come from the buffs. So I'm going to place all of them out. There's another trick I do. I'm going to show you all of it now. No, not this one. Cerritos, please. Cerritos, where are you? What? Am I blind? Where's my Cerritos? I'm blind. I'm actually blind. Never mind. I was looking for the Titan A. Okay, okay. Yes, now I also take a scouting ship, the NX, and I send it out first. I'll start buffing my ship, so I'm going to give it one of each. Now this is hazard for 100% that we're talking about, so that's going to be nuking my hull in no time. Can you just only ever do the between arc spend events if there's someone I really want to get and haven't? Yeah, it was out, Aaron. I was goofing up. I was just not seeing clearly. Okay, so now my scouting ship can actually see what's going on here, so I can fly directly into the Armada. See what they pay. This is 103, 106. It looks like we got a winner. The 106 is the winner. Okay, sending it directly. Okay, so I'm actually going to launch it with the NX, and then I'm going to join it directly in there. Now, I'm probably going to leave the NX in there. Even though it's going to take some loot, it may take 1 or 2 hits from the Armada, so I'm saving myself on hull damage. And then I'm going to speed it up when I'm there. Now, I don't need any exos, because I know I can fist probably, but that's probably the only thing I'm going to do. And then I'll show you my math once I get the loot, and show you why I don't bother draining this during incursions at this stage. Because you'll see what I mean in a second. The NX will probably still be alive, so it will take a little bit of damage in. So this is why I'm maximizing the loot that I can gain with my ship capabilities and actually defeat this. Alright, fist is on. I'm not going to do a second one. This is just, I'm just going to let it die. But this is how I defeat one. Now, let's do the math on the loot here. What did I get? Calculator. I don't see it right now. Okay, 349. Let's say 350. And then I'm going to claim the chest. And the chest, it didn't show us, but I do have the chart available. Let me look at the chart. And the chart says that a 68 uncommon gives you... Okay, so 350 plus 236, 200. That's what I get from the host chest. It's 586. Okay, so watch this. You claim 300 uncommon directives a day as a G6 player. So multiplying that by 3. My income from doing this is 1.75 million, right? Not here, sorry. Let's go to the Alliance claims. For a max pull, I need 1.35 million. So I'm 400,000 ahead for a max pull. That's why there's no need for me to do this yet. To actually waste the Incursions EXO on this. Now, I did my research, and as a high level, like, 69, 70 player, you need about 2 million to claim a triple chest. At that point, I may need to use some of that loot assistance. But at this stage, I can max pull this with no problem outside of incursions. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So that was a 68 uncommon, which is the highest possible the game has to offer right now. So I'm in good shape when it comes to that. As far as the other ones, I'm looking at the chart. I want to share this with you. Let me make sure you can see this. There it is. No, that's not the one. Ah. This one. Okay, this was taken from Jules Verne's presentation, I believe. Welcome to G6. So this summarizes pretty well. So 68 uncommon. You need 1500 warp range to reach. And it shows you the name of the system. So I kill Romulan because I get more bonus against Romulan hostiles and armadas. So this is the 68 uncommon that I kill. I can reach the 1550. I tried actually. I tested fighting a 69 rare with my current setup. It doesn't work. It defeats me. So I'm still going for 66 here. And epic, I need 1700 warp. I don't even have that. But not to mention, because I know I can't defeat a 69 rare, there's no point for me even attempting a 70 epic. So I do a 67 epic at my level. So, but the important one, I think, is the uncommon, because then you maximize the gain of all the directives, the rare directives, which in turns gives you a lot of epic directives. So that's the beginning of the cycle. So yeah, I recommend focusing on G6 Olamadas. Just make sure you can do the max pulls of the uncommon, and then you're in good shape. Okay, so that completed this as well. Looter will just happen later today, and all the dailies are done. People were mentioning wave before. How about we do a wave? Let's see if people are interested. Prepare ships for it just in case. This one. And then just throw stats under deck. Yeah, let's go with this one. Anybody on server 35, if you're watching this and you want to join in, jump in. I was able to two-man this before. Me and Lieutenant Bennett. We can definitely three-man this. Hey Spock, good to see you. Bring friends. Just fill this up. I'm gonna throw my miners out in the meantime. I would throw Spock in here, but it's on cooldown, so we're just gonna do it with it. We're just gonna mine without Spock. Yeah, just one more and then we can launch. So yeah, I'm curious to see what the grind level is actually going to be with the new features in the new arc. I hope it's going to be something pretty easygoing, like you know, the polymadas and stuff. That requires some grinding, but it's not intense. And we got Lieutenant Bennett. Okay, I'll just say last call. 1 minute. CO says 30k rare ACC cores before push to 60. Very nice. Keep at it. Max refine those Armada chests, and the good thing is you only have to do it once, and then you're done. You're never gonna have to do that thing again, at least to our knowledge. Tarpy, I need to head out for the afternoon. Good seeing you all, and have a good weekend. You too, Tarpy. You too. All right, I think we're gonna launch this thing. Yeah, let's go. Even though my cube is weaker than my Velox, I want to bring the cube in here because the beam helps me, you know, nuke a lot of hostiles. Especially when we're running on, you know, below 5 players. And we can defeat it faster. And the way me and Lieutenant Bennett, that he's here also, the way we were able to two-man this is each of us was running a cube. And we were beaming a bunch of stuff. So we, you know, between killing hostiles and beaming them. The base took some damage. I think we finished it with maybe about 7 to 10 health left. But it's defeatable with 2. CO got Crozier to tier 6 today too. Nice. I bet you're enjoying that. And Crozier tier 6, that also upgrades your cube. So that's awesome. Alessi's JB, FC Janeway was Armada skills in her Admiral tree. Are they not good? I have limited FC credits, so I'm using all on her instead of Ilcutus. They're good, but only get the other ones other than repression if you actually need them. Because if you can defeat, I mean, think about it. If you can defeat the Q hostiles with no problem, then why should you, especially if you're low on FC credits, why wasting? So just test it, you know, test the waters, take your ship, and see if you can defeat the FC hostiles, and only add a few more of these, of her other Q trial abilities, if you're having a hard time. Cube mats needed, but going from tier 7 to tier 11-ish, nice. If it wasn't tier 12. Such a good upgrade. Yeah, my cube will be upgraded when I get my Enterprise E. So I'm being patient. Let's queue this here. Admiral Tree is not Q. Oh, Admiral Tree. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Tactician. I only associate her with Q trials. It's Armada Focus. Let me take a quick look. I mean, this one is active all the time, the killing game, so I did go there because she doesn't even have a seat, and I abandoned all the rest. Because, like you, I'm also short. I also need to pick and choose. Alright, so let's shoot 2 down. Tin Man says, how did you get to see the whole system? I have the zoom out in settings on. You need the mod. You need the community mod. Lube just released a video where he interviewed the community member NetNiv that actually maintains this mod. Originally, it was created by Ripper. And they actually demonstrated how to install it and all of that. So that makes it easier than just reading the instructions. I think somebody linked it on my Discord, but if you don't see it there, send me a direct message and I will send it to you as well. It's a pretty good video. If you have the 30 minutes, it's very informative. Yeah, you're welcome, Tin Man. CO, I'll get it to tier 12 when G5 Epic gets tier 8. Yeah, that's what I did. And your Epic, I'm assuming, is in Enterprise D? Are you doing the Jelly Enterprise A, Enterprise D path? Or are you doing something else? Elysis, you'll do some math later? Yeah, see if it's worth it for you. I usually decide what researches and abilities I'm getting based on what I'm struggling with. If everything is working well, then it's not a necessity. But if this is going to improve my efficiency and it's going to make my life easier, or it's going to help me defeat something that I currently can't, yeah, then that kind of made the decision for me. As a free-to-play with a fixed income, I need to prioritize. So I prioritize the things that I need the most. And the things that are nice to have or shiny, I usually put them at the bottom of the list. And I very, very rarely make exceptions. Looks like we're struggling here. See, I'm going to run that probably, but the return is an option. It's a fine ship, I'll tell you that. It's a nice interceptor. Wait, no, the return is the interceptor, right? That's the Klingon one. Pretty sure. So the reason I send the cube on these two, because I noticed that they charge my beam the fastest. They have more hull. So I get to charge it to 1% really quickly, and then I can beam more hostiles that way. So I just killed 2 of them, and then I'm going to kill another one that gives me 200 more. So that's pretty efficient. Okay, wave 8. Almost done here. I'm curious, can my beam kill a 52? Let's find out. That's a no. No, 52 is where it stops, so I just need to focus on surveys. Kishara is amazing for this, by the way. When it doesn't break, that is. Okay. This is too easy. Wait, did we let this go through? No, I think it's a bug. I think the beam took it out, but it didn't register. Okay, last wave. Spock, your beam is pretty nice. You can kill anything. That's it. 0 damage. Flawless victory. Well done, guys. I can run one more. Let me see if I can actually run an MU today. Where are the tokens? Anyway, I'll find out in a second. Okay, this is done. Let me go back there and then see just by clicking on this and attempt to join. Yeah. Right. MU run. MUA. I can bring the NX, unless one of you guys want to bring it. I'll bring it in, and then let's see who shows up. Pretty much got this whole NX thing to a science. I have one of them away. I think that should be fine now. Let's look at isolated damage. Yeah, I can leave it like this. And some more defense. Okay, we can easily 3-man this. Okay, so the pattern of the Zindi aquatics. Make sure we're looking good as far as ships. That's what she said. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna start. Anybody else on server 35 wants to join? Now's the time. So the pattern is they're gonna come twice from here. And then it's gonna go clockwise. Yes, this is clockwise. And here on wave 6, and then... No, I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. Counterclockwise first. Ends here. And then clockwise again. Ending here again on wave 10. That's the pattern. There we go. We have Z. One thing I discovered recently is if you hit the base and you... it's like an armada. You can actually see which ships joined. So you can view all of them and instead of just clicking them one by one. That's a good trick. Alright, once Z brings his second ship, we'll launch. Oh, Tricky, you know what? I realized that towards the end of my stream last time, you claimed a stretch that I didn't use it, so I'm actually gonna stretch right now. Thank you for that. Good time to stretch. Okay, I think Z brought his other one. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, thank you for that. When I do armadas, I'm not armadas, when I do arenas, my focus is not so much on the chat and redeems. It's mostly on sound effects and sound alerts and the matches. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the NX here because another pair is gonna come from here, and then it's gonna go counterclockwise. Kiki Jesus, you didn't join because you don't know the mirror ones well? Doesn't matter, we can carry you. We could get free loot. Next time, just join. I don't care. Kill surveys. I mean, you can always kill surveys. you don't need to know much. Just see a survey and go for it. And that's good. I mean, we always need a survey killer because that frees us to kill the other hostiles. We don't need to chase them around. So yeah, you can totally kill these. So what I do in my NX, I kill the aquatics first, and then I start tackling surveys if nobody's on them, because that can safely kill them. So it's an aquatic / survey killer. That's what the NX role is. Oh my god, Kershara, stop breaking on me. I want a refund. Okay, so now the next one is going to come from here. The only thing that people need to pay attention in a mirror run is don't engage aquatics. I mean, I've seen dozens of billions of ships just dying on them because of the firing pattern. So you can't just go autopilot here. You need to actually see what you're engaging. But because I already know the pattern, I position my NX there before they actually come. So when people see wherever my NX is, just go somewhere else. Okay, looks like Spock got those surveys. I don't need to worry about that. So after this, the next location is here. Yeah, Spock, you posted in chat. Nobody wants him. They're lost. It's free loot. I mean, it's easy. And I still use it a lot. I mean, I still buy a lot of things there. Like, you're always gonna need Sloan skill points if you're free to play. I still need a bunch of them, and I spent a lot on them. Alright, 2 over here. Cue the next one and start killing these. Yeah, I only do 50. The loot is much better and we can easily handle it. Next one is over here, yes. And then wave 6, it's back at the starting point. I like the lazy mode, you know, theme of the between arcs. I like getting a breather. Like, I'm still, you know, like, I'm usually catching up on some things that I need to catch up on, drain on some currencies, or refill on some currencies that I usually don't have time for. So I'm in great shape for the beginning of the arc, so I can be available to the new content. If it's not beyond a paywall, of course. Oh, I need to move up. This. Pretty easy. So now they're gonna move clockwise. So they did this circle. Well, I'll show it with my mouse. This circle, and now they're gonna go this way. So I'm moving back here. It's like autopilot now. We used to actually stress this. Damn. Okay. Can't keep up with the beams. Okay, next one is gonna come from here. Engage. Spock, your beams are not effective anymore in these, I see. Okay, I got him. And here, and then back to where we started, and then that's the end of the aquatics, and the end of the wave, too. Yeah, I don't think I can ever play this without a full system view. I mean, I can, but it's so much easier this way when you can actually see where they're coming from, the entire system, instead of scrolling a lot. That's much easier. I didn't hit scan. Okay, we're having a problem. Yeah, south, guys. Get to the south. We can afford taking some damage, that's fine, but let's minimize it. Tin Man, no kidding, I found the video. Thanks again, cheers. Oh, the loops video, yeah. Yeah. Watch it, it's good. One thing I want them to add, it's not really there yet. It's to add like a shortcut for Kirshara to actually being able to queue it. I was playing around with it and yeah, it wasn't really working for me, so I'm waiting for that to actually be a live feature. Because right now I can hit space to engage with the target, but I don't have a shortcut to you know, Q Kirshara, so I still need to click for that. Link to my Discord, exclamation point Discord. And if it doesn't work, I will type it myself. Okay, GG. Here, I can type it. It's also on my, if you go to like the description here on Twitch, it should be there as well. There's like a panel that if you click on it, takes you to the Discord. But just for the heck of it. There it is. Alright, nice. So, maybe one more regular wave. Since we have plenty of people watching and on and online. Let's do a regular. And that will drain all my ciphers. Which is great. Then it means that I'm ready for the next wave battle pass. And I'm not going to be full. So I'm not going to max them. Switching back to the cube since we don't have the aquatics issue here. Okay. Kinky Jesus, you're welcome to join in. You can just sit there and look pretty if you want, or you can kill surveys, or do whatever. Do emojis the whole time, I don't care. So yeah, Groovy is one of the regulars that are running waves still. There you are. Kinky Jesus, we need to have a heart next to you, so negotiate a deal with the coalition and join in. I mean, we're pretty much friendly with anybody, but yeah. Oh well, we'll see what I can do. Okay. I'll join one of the big ones. Okay, let's see if everybody has 2 ships in here. Waiting for Kinky's second ship, and then we can go. Well, I can even launch it now, but just bring a second one if you want. Okay, here we go. Now, as far as the way I approach the solo waves, because they've been pretty consistent with releasing SMSs and SLBs related, I'm actually trying to get to the cap, or almost close to the cap, before I start just draining them and doing them myself, just in case these are coming up. So right now I'm at 0. I think I'm getting one more. tomorrow. And then I need to start building up a stash because it's one every 3 days. And I'm not short on that currency anyway, so there's no rush. I'm actually thinking of once I reach close to like the 400 cap, if there are no events, I'm thinking about testing the Elite G5 solo wave, because Wolfblades showed me how it was possible without the new ship and with ships that are similar to my power. Now he has more research, but it looks doable, so I want to test it, and if it works, then I'll release a video about that. But I'm curious trying it just for the challenge. And the payout will be about a little bit more than what I'm getting just doing a G6 regular solo wave. So I think it's a worthy experiment. The reason I didn't do it during the arc is because I was trying to maximize the gain from all the events that were related to it. And they were paying a lot more than whatever I could gain, you know, by running experiments. So I wanted to make sure that I maximize my gain from the events. G5 Elite, you should be able to do that with your G5 Elites and Cube. Yeah, Breaker, that's what I heard. And I actually want to put it to the test and see. G5 Epic, you can do that? Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been hearing, so I think it's totally worth it. So I'm going to be running it with a G5 Epic, a max G5 Epic, with a G3, with a tier 3 Velox, and a Cube. And I'll probably throw some buffs and whatever, you know, to try it out. So yeah, it should work. But the event SMSs, the related event SMSs, require me to run G6. Otherwise, I don't score. Like, the most points I can get is from my level 60 regular waves, I believe. That's what it was.
The name's Bond.
Angel Grinder,
James
thank you for the
Bond.
sub. Thank you so much. How you doing? How's your day? How's your afternoon or evening? Let me double check something here. Okay. We're at wave 5. Pretty easy. You hate when the solo wave events come around because I don't use the G5 Elite. Yep. I know, that's the thing. I mean, the event rewards are much more important.
James Bond.
Angel Grinder, thank you. Doing good. Wait, you subscribed for twice? Thank you. 12:30 over there? Yeah, so my time zone. Jerry says on YouTube, yeah, level 60 regular solo and just park the GS31 as a spare in there. If you have it, yes. I have about 50-ish blueprints, so I'm... what, like 75 days away or something like that? I'm excited getting it just for the beam shenanigans. Like what I can do with that during arenas and stuff. I'm looking forward to that. Like I've been having fun with my teammates using theirs. We have one of them that is using it, and also the opponents. The crap they pulled on me. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys see my arena streams. I'm gonna have another one on Monday. It's becoming a very popular ship over there, and I think it starts with like by default 3 beams, but then some people shoot 5 or 6 of them. And they nuke all of the hostiles near me. So they see where we're about to score and they nuke that area, and then you're stuck. Then you need to fly somewhere else. You need to actually move to the middle of the field, and then they can catch you. So really nice moves with that one. It's really funny in arenas, yeah. Jerry, do you play arenas? I haven't encountered you yet, but I'm assuming you do. So Lieutenant Bennett, he's here with us, and we had a team before the Impulse nerf, and we had a lot of fun. And then he was pretty consistent telling me that he doesn't want to do it again, so I let him go. But if he ever wants in, I'm not gonna say no. Well, we'll play again. And Kiki Jesus here, this guy is like me, 65,000. He's 65,000 in rating too, arena rating, and he's a level 50, so he clearly knows what he's doing too, and his teammates. Angry Lou says, need some G6 advice for what ship to go for with the knowledge that I want Enterprise E as my 70 ship. What Op 66 ship is the best all-around ship? Not a PvP player. It's not, you're like a copy of me. You're in my exact same position because I'm planning to do the same thing. So I'll tell you what I'm doing, which seems like a solid plan to me. Jellyfish to Enterprise A to Enterprise D, then you have a maxed Enterprise D. Enterprise E, we're gonna have G5 scrapping available by the time I reach it, and I'm assuming when you will too. So the Enterprise D, that loop will continue on to the Enterprise E, and then you can max it as well. For very, it's gonna be easy because I'm planning to have 2 max Enterprise Ds by the time I build the E, so I can maximize it, and then also maximize my cube. In the meantime, I got a Velox, and the reason I got it is because the number one reason, to be honest, and this is the vanity in me, the cosmetic stuff, the Romulan design for interceptors is just beautiful. This is something Scopely really did well, and I'm just a sucker for those. I have to get those. I have to get the Romulan interceptors. And also, it works out when it comes to balancing the ship classes, the ship types. Because if we have the Epic Explorer, that's the one we're focusing on, and then the Cube is our main battleship, then you need a good Explorer. That's a good rare one. So then I think that balances the classes in a really nice way. So that's what I'm doing, and it seems pretty promising, especially knowing that the G5 scrapping is coming. That's what I would recommend to you and anybody else that is taking that path. I'm also not doing PvP. And I think Interceptor is just great. And Interceptor is a great ship to have. I mean, impulse speed is not as valuable as it used to be. Like, Interceptor in general is the fastest one, impulse-wise. But, I mean, the design of Romulan, come on. It's really nice. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Jerry messing up with the hostiles. Oh, yeah. That's what you got to do with that ship in arenas. It's so well done. Can't wait to start effing with people that way. Breaker, I'm too weak at the moment with rushing ops for arena. That's fine, I'm weak too. Okay, we have some unchecked ones. Hold on. Yeah, I'm also weak. So what? Compensate in other ways. So use a lot of support. PC Gaming, PRG PC Gaming, thank you for the follow. Yeah, just outsmart your opponent. Back at you, Spock, or whoever did that. I think it's Groovy. Yeah, do what you can. Jerry, I do, yeah. I play on EU 106 though. I'm also 65k. Well done. Nice. So yeah, I guess we can't play against each other because we're in 2 different locations, zones. Breaker, best overall is the Klingon G6 rare, but it'll take up your end E parts. Exactly. You don't want to double up. The Enterprise E is the priority. That's the number one goal. That's the main goal. That's the end game right now. Chris Adams on YouTube. Hey JB, love your channel, but and content was able to use your crew recommendations to finally do wave 5 of 50 solos at Ops 53. Well done. I'm glad it helped you. Yeah. Yeah, it's good for, you know, any grade. So you were able to maximize the ones that you're eligible for. That's awesome. Keep it up. And good seeing you here, man. Thanks for following and watching my content. Angry Lou, I'm in the same boat. I feel the Velox is also not resource heavy when saving parts and mats for Enterprise E. Yeah, when it comes to parts, the Enterprise chain, Enterprise E is going to take the Explorer, the Cube is going to take the Battleship, and then you're just going to have Interceptor to throw it somewhere. Do that with a rare. I think that just makes sense. And the design. I mean, the design. Voltron, Strike Team, still good too. Yeah, it is. And now you can actually play with different teams. But yeah, the Interceptor Strike Team is great. Kinky Jesus, waves are always lovely when you have people who know what they're doing. Agreed 100%. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Spock, I would be 65k if I had stayed low G6. No, Spock, you can totally do this now. You can totally do this now. Find, you know, a 66 and yourself and a 70 that knows what they're doing. And yeah, you got this. Yeah, anytime, Kinky Jesus. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna raid out and let's see who's out there. Gonna see. We have a bunch of people doing Star Trek Fleet Command right now. I'll let you guys choose. I don't know most of them. Or we could do somebody else that is doing something else that I just don't know about. Candy White. Okay, I'm hearing Candy White. I'll answer David's question on YouTube. When to push into G6? I'm currently lacking the credits for a Selkie, which is keeping me from making the jump. Yeah, I definitely need at least one Selkie. Gather it as fast as you can, and again, I guess once you know you can afford one, push to G6. Don't wait. It's I don't see a reason to wait. I'm against camping, big time. Tammy Mosa, good job, JB. I'm starting to look forward to your Saturday stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying all of this. This content creation thing is really fun for me. Like I'm having a blast. And thanks everybody for your generosity. Like that's completely not required and unexpected, and I really appreciate the support. That means that I can actually do more of this, which is awesome. Okay, so I heard Candy White. So let me find Candy White. I see him. Alright, so I think we're gonna be raiding them once the raid is ready. Kinda escaped me for a second here. Yeah, we're gonna raid out. Thank you guys. I've been having a lot of blasts. Thanks for everything, and I will see you Monday for Arena Destruction. Alright, see you soon, and let's move over there.
Sent you out, and then I pulled you back in. If you for those still here, that was gonna be a really weird jump because